Hello, everyone. So today's conversation, it's not really a webinar. It's kind of just me kind of talking today. So we'll be going over fat spot reduction. So when I get a lot of people coming in with clients, is they want to reduce fat in certain areas of their body. So, for example, a lot of people in the midsection will obviously want to lose weight there, but they say, I just want to lose weight in midsection, but I'm happy with my arms and my legs, or whatever it is. But that is a very common question: is how do I lose fat in the midsection and not in my arms and my legs? And the answer is very unfortunate, is that you have to be in a calorie deficit. Now, people will often say they don't want to lose weight, but they also want to lose fat. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. If you want to lose fat in a certain area and you haven't got fat in other areas, that is just purely genetical. So that comes down to just basically who you are. So some people will have very evenly distributed fat stores around their body, so they generally don't hold fat. They just generally hold fat around the whole body rather than in the midsection. Whereas it's much more common for most people to have more fat stores around the midsection due to a protective mechanism of the organs. So in the midsection, we don't have any bone, or we don't have anything protecting our organs in that midsection. Protecting the organs in that midsection, unlike our chest cavity and our heart, we got the rib cage that is protecting that. So our midsection is theorized that you have a lot of body fat in that area as a bit of a protective mechanism. So it's a bit more normal to have it in that area, in that midsection area, and it's normally one of the most difficult places to lose it. So when people say they just want to spot reduce fat in that area, it's very unfortunate, but you will have to stay in a calorie deficit, which may result in losing body fat in areas that you really consider lean. So, for example, in your arms and legs, they might have got leaner quicker, which is normal. Or more frequently assessed, is that they get leaner in their legs and their arms and their extremities faster than in the midsection. So how do we lose fat in that area? We lose fat by being in a calorie deficit. We have to accept the fact that we are going to have to get leaner in other parts, and accept the fact that we are going to get leaner in most likely in our faces, in our wrists, our arms, our legs, and these areas that you maybe feel okay with, is going to have to sacrifice getting leaner in those areas for you to get leaner in your midsection as well. So an easy analogy of this is, if you imagine you have two bank accounts, one with £5, one with £10. Now, if you imagine bank account A with the £5 is your arms and legs, and bank account B is the midsection, and you, in a calorie deficit, you lose £1 per week from both bank accounts, and for you to get to zero on both, you are going to have to be in a deficit for 10 weeks and not 5. So for you to get the perfect midsection for you, you're going to have to be in a deficit, which is going to cause you to be in a calorie deficit for potentially longer than you think, for everything to be in what you feel is achievable, or what you are aiming to do with that goal of the midsection and getting very lean in the midsection. So what I'm trying to explain is that for you to get in what you want to achieve with your dream physique, you are going to have to potentially be in a deficit longer than you are expecting to be, just because it is just genetically predisposed on you that you probably are carrying. Well, it might not be the midsection, it might be in another area that when you have a higher amount of body fat in a certain area, it's just going to take a little bit longer of time to be in a deficit, which may obviously take away from these areas that maybe you already feel comfortable at, but it's just going to make them more leaner, more vascular, more toned. It's going to always improve these areas of a lower body fat percentage. So if you are struggling in a certain area of with body fat and you feel like a stubborn area, it is generally that you just need to be in a deficit for a longer period of time, and you need to be patient, put your patient pants on, and slowly stay in the deficit, do the habits that are you're being asked. You are doing your steps, you're sticking to your macros, you're hitting your protein intake, you are going to the gym consistently, and you're putting your front foot forward, and you are consistently showing up into the gym and doing what is asked of you and doing the best that you can whilst you're there. So the habits and the systems and the discipline of consistent hard work, even when you are tired, is going to be the habits that show long term that you are improving in these areas and being in a deficit. So that's kind of what I wanted to cover today. So if you are confused of why you maybe are struggling in certain areas, it just means you just need to get leaner overall, and that is going to be an overall body fat reduction in your whole body, and it's going to take consistent takeaways from your bank accounts each week consistently, and it's going to help improve your composition. Now, I hope this helps. I know a lot of people do struggle with this a lot. I definitely did, especially when I was younger, because I didn't really get it. I didn't understand it. I didn't get why I was holding body fat in my midsection, and it really kind of upset me a little bit, just because. Sorry about that, but yeah, sorry, that was a call. Let me know what you think. If you need any more help with this, if you want to go into any more information, as always, just drop me a message. Hope you're all having a great Monday, and I'll hopefully be talking to you at some point during the week, and I will speak to you soon.